First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Joseph Fain.
Good morning, everybody. Just about 5:16 now, and let's take a look at your forecast to finish out the work week here. It is a chilly start to the day out there, back in the middle to upper 40s for many areas north of I-10 and still dropping, although it looks like you're still at about 50 degrees for I-10 itself and a few degrees warmer down by the coastline. But those temperatures that are warmer are going to be shoved a little bit further south the next couple hours here. Still a good 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday. This will even out a little bit as we push through the morning, especially with the quick drop that we saw yesterday. But in general, if you look at satellite and radar, any chance at showers and sprinkles is further off east or even further offshore. So you shouldn't really have to worry about seeing any rain to make it more uncomfortable as you head out the door here, especially if you're waiting in line for Black Friday store shopping to open. Good news is that cloud cover is thinning up. And as this gap continues to widen for our part of the state, you should see some more sunshine come sunup, and most of the day ahead of us is only going to see a little bit of cloud cover. However, it's still going to be pretty difficult to warm up, and it's going to take several hours, and your main offender here is still that northeastern breeze. It's already something you'll notice walking out the door and looks to pick back up into gusts around the 20-mile-per-hour range throughout most of the day ahead of us. Maybe a touch weaker than yesterday, but for the most part, it's going to keep a very chilly influence over our day here. It'll be a lot easier to warm up if you can get away from that breeze, though, and soak up the sunshine. Let that put in a little bit of work. But if you look at Futurecast, back in the 40s this morning, and it takes all the way into lunchtime to get back into the low and mid 50s out there. That should be a little more comfortable, but about as warm as it's going to get for the day. Even this afternoon with full sunshine for many places, only looks to reach the upper 50s to maybe briefly touching near 60 degrees around 2 to 3 o'clock before starting to slowly cool back down. So I'd want at least a light jacket or definitely a windbreaker heading out the door to cut that breeze, and then the sunshine should be able to keep you pretty comfortable there. Heading into this evening, though, our temperatures continue to drop. By the time we get out the door on Saturday morning, we'll be seeing that breeze die down a little bit. Some passing bits of cloud cover, not really able to lock in much heat, so you're looking at the middle to lower 30s for Saturday morning. More northern parishes are going to be close enough to freezing that you'll probably see patchy frost on the ground again, so you'll want to go ahead and protect those more sensitive plants if you're further north of I-10 there, and you may have to do that a couple times both through this weekend and the start of next week. Looking at the big picture weather map here, though, it is overall going to be pretty calm. Those winds should start quieting down a bit by the time we get into Saturday. That's part of the reason temperatures will get so cool, and you'll still have some patchy cloud cover around through both Saturday and Sunday, but models are pulling away from seeing any rain over this weekend, even with another weak front coming through to reinforce those cooler temperatures. And that's the main takeaway, is it's still going to be pretty cold out there. Saturday just warming up a little bit, but Sunday to Monday, expect those lows to stay in the middle to lower 30s, and that could keep that patchy frost potential around. As we get later into the week, though, that breeze should finally turn more southerly and let both temperatures and humidity alike rise. So we've got a quiet but chillier set of days in front of us here. For Saturday, if you're heading to light up the lake in Lake Charles, it is going to be a little cooler in the afternoon, but as long as you have a jacket handy, we're looking at calmer conditions, and with that breeze starting to die down, it'll be a lot more comfortable outside. Not as chilly as today or yesterday for that matter. I know a lot of people trying to do stuff outside for Thanksgiving found it to be a little cold. That's why I say sometimes all you need is a windbreaker.
At least it didn't rain. So